Right then, I'm just going to go back over, just do a couple of the ones that we may have done yesterday, just to give you a bit of revision of what we're doing. So we're down to simplifying algebraic fractions, as we call them. So I'm going to start off there with number 13. And all this, by the way, Glenn, is on page 24 of book 1. So page 24, we'll just write it up here. It's 24, book 1. Okay, so all the exercises we'll be doing will be from that page today. Okay, so number 13, well, okay, what have we got? We've got 25, 8 to the power 6, and b to the power 3, or b cubed, sometimes it's called. And on the bottom we have 5a b squared. Okay, so remember yesterday we got towards the end, we were sort of taking a bit of a shortcut, and I think we can do that here as well. First thing we look at are the numbers, okay? So 5 will divide into 25 and also divide into 5, okay? So we can sort of cross that out, and 5 into 25 will give us 5, okay? Now we've got a to the power 1, not written there, but it's there. And sorry, I'll move this over here. We have 5 now, so we've sorted out the 5, this 5 here. So now you've got 8 to the power 1 divided into 8 to the power 6. Well, when you're dividing indices or terms with indices, you just deduct the indices. In this case, we're taking away 1 from 6. That's going to give us 8 to the power 5. And we come to the b squared. Okay, well, it's got b to the power 2 being divided into b to the power 3. And simply we just take the 2 away from the 3, and that's going to give us b to the power of 1. Don't normally write that 1, but if you wrote that down, your answer would be perfect. So we're just going to simplify down a wee bit further. 5, a to the power 5, and b. And that's your answer, and you're done. Okay, and I'm going to do now some of the ones down towards the bottom of that first section there. Maybe take number 23. I'm taking this one because we've got some minuses in it, and minuses sometimes can cause some problems. So we've got minus 22 x squared y, and on the bottom we just have minus 11x. Okay, so let's sort of do this. Now we're going to be dividing a minus into a minus. That's going to give us a positive answer. When you divide a minus into a minus, you get a positive answer. When you multiply a minus by a minus, you also get a positive answer. So okay, so let's look at the 22 and the 11. Well, we know then, looking at this, the 11 or minus 11 will divide into both terms evenly. So 11 into 22 is going to give me 2, and that gives me a positive 2 because I'm dividing minus 11 into minus 22, which gives me a positive 2, okay? And here I've got x, or x to the power 1, and up here we have x to the power 2. So that's going to just end us up with x. And there's nothing on the bottom that will divide into the y, so that just leaves the y there on its own. And simply that's your answer. Okay, so let's just look now at number 27, and I'll do more of these with you then on the next class. So a little bit more work to figure these ones out here. So we've got x squared minus 4x, and on the bottom we've got x minus 4. Okay, now we can't divide x into x squared to just get x. You can't do it this year because we're looking at two terms, the terms on the top, terms on the bottom. And what you have to do is look at the top here, and we're going to actually factorize it. And none of you remember back when we're doing factorization how to do these ones here, but it may come back to you. So we can factorize this by saying, okay, well, what's common in both sides of this term here? We've got x squared here and x here. So x then will divide evenly into both of these. So x into x squared gives me x, and x into minus 4x just gives me a minus 4. So we just factorize this part here. That becomes that there, okay? And then on the bottom we have x minus 4. I'll just put some brackets around that because here straight away you'll see that we've got x minus 4 up here, we've x minus 4 down here. Well, they will cancel each other out. And that just leaves us simply with x. Okay, let's try the next one. It's number 28. So I have x squared minus 64, and on the bottom I've got x minus 8. Okay, so again we look at the top part of the fraction here, x squared minus 64. And I don't know if you remember we did this. This is what's called the difference of two squares. Okay, And to factorize the difference of two squares, it's actually very easy. You simply draw two sets of brackets, like this, and you put x here and x here. Now you come to the 64. Well, what two same numbers multiplied together will give us 64? Well, it's actually going to be 8. So we put 8 up here and 8 here. And you simply then put a plus on this one and a minus on this one. That's how you factorize the difference of two squares. I know we did some before, and I will do a revision with you on the next class. And then down on the bottom, we have x minus 8. Okay, just put brackets around that again, because you'll see straight away that you have x minus 8 here on the bottom, and we've got x minus 8 on the top. And you can simply cross those out. They will actually divide each other out. Same as like with 11, 22 just ends up with 2. We've got x plus 8 multiplied by x minus 8. We've got x minus 8 on the bottom. And you can simply cross those out. And you're left with just x plus 8. And that's your answer. Okay? Right. I might just do one more of them. So we'll go maybe to 29. So these three here, 27, 28, 29, then it's only a little bit of a taste of what we'll be doing in the next class. So here I've got x squared plus 7x plus 10. And on the bottom here I've got x plus 2. Okay, now we've got to factorize what's on the top. And this brings us back to what we were doing is called quadratic terms, factorizing quadratic terms, or quadratic expressions. So we've got to figure out what two expressions multiplied together is going to give us x squared plus 7x plus 10. Okay, well, I'm going to look at the 10 first. So I'm looking for two numbers that will multiply together give me 10, but when I add them together it's give me 7. Okay, and remember doing this then, I'm sure it'll come back to you. And I know straight away that what we'll do that is it's going to have my factors over here, the factors of 10. Well, if I take 5 and 2, so if I multiply 5 by 2, I will get 10. And if I add 5 and 2, well, that's going to give me 7. So the numbers I'm looking for up here, so I might draw my brackets again. And again, as you remember, we did this. Put an x in here, an x in here. I'm putting 5 here, and I'm putting 2 here. It's all positive, there's no minuses. So plus 5 and a plus 2. And the x plus 2 still stays down the bottom. And I'm going to put the brackets around that again, and straight away you can see that we've got x plus 5 multiplied by x plus 2 in the top, and we've got x plus 2 in the bottom. So we can cross those out. They will divide each other out. And the answer is x plus 5. Okay. So then that's really it. I'm going to send you an email now, and I'm going to pick out some of the numbers from the ones we did yesterday. And I'll throw in one or two with the minuses. So I'm just going to give you the numbers on page 24 that I want you to go over again yourself. Have a go at them. I'm not going to give you any of the ones like 27, 28, and 29 because I haven't done any teaching on that. So I'll just give you those. So that's what we'll be moving into next week. And they won't look unfamiliar to you when we get to the class. I also will give you a call then when I'm ready to take the class, and hopefully be earlier rather than later. So listen, thanks very much, and I hope that this helps.